Hi, it's Bob1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox One. And today, I thought I'd bring you a video because somebody asked me a couple of questions about a recent PPI attack about becoming hostile and mission running out of certain stations. Now, one of the problems when we do anti-BGS and BGS attacks and conflict zones is you will eventually become hostile with the power you're fighting against. Now, one of the things you can do to mitigate this is when you do combat bombs or you do conflict zones, you tend to pick up some combat bombs for the other side. Now, what you can do is cash in all your missions and all your bombs for your side you're fighting for. That then makes you hostile, then cash in the small amount of bonds you've got for the other side, and that'll push you back into unfriendly. Now, unfortunately, when you land at an outpost, you'd have to leave the game and come back into the game for that change to take effect, because once the station's red, it's staying red until you cease to instance with it. You can, if you wish, while on the landing pad, log out of the game, log back into the game, and the station will be back to being green and you'll be unfriendly, and you can use that to get away. Now, that's boring, but the sensible option. The dumb option, or the more fun option, is to choose a very fast ship with thermal resistance. In fact, the higher the thermal resistance, the longer you can stay in and around these stations, especially these outposts. Stations are more difficult, but outposts are a little more forgiving. You have more chance of escaping from an outpost. Stations, stations I would log in and out, to be fair, because you're not getting away. But these outposts, you can get away. And it is quite funny when you become incredibly hostile with a power faction, because you literally can't land anywhere they're at. It's a real uphill struggle. So it's quite good fun when you're hostile with them. It makes it awkward. Here I'm, sharing some wing missions, and that's going to make me hostile. I'm in my Viper, which is reasonably fast. It's not amazingly fast. It's got reasonably tough shields, but the shields don't matter because they've got station guns, so they attack your shield generator. The most important thing is your hull, whether that is thermal resistant enough. And luckily for me, I do not skip hull day. One of the really fun things is my friend and usual wingmate Deadweight Don, who hasn't played this game for a while. I keep meaning to try and drag him back on, but he's having fun. Currently playing way too much golf, for my liking anyway. But he's colorblind, and so he sometimes doesn't notice when a station's red or green. It's all the same to him. He's red-green deficient, so he had a real problem when we were up at Colonia. We got unfriendly, unpopular very fast with the faction fighting against the Nameless, and Don went off to a station nearby in a nearby system and didn't realise it was red until he got in range of its guns. And when you get in range of station guns, it soon lets you know you're hostile. So there is a danger. I've never understood how a game like Elite Dangerous, especially one that has red and green in it as primary colours, doesn't have colorblind assist mode. It just makes no sense to me whatsoever. I don't know why it doesn't have the ability to customise your HUD colours and an accessibility mode for colorblind people. Absolute insanity in a video game made in 2021. We're not catering for people with very obvious difficulty. Absolutely ridiculous. It's super annoying. But there we go. That's my little rant on behalf of the colorblind, because I have a lot of colorblind friends for some reason. I'm never trusting them to defuse a bomb. Is it red or the green wire? Well, I'm not sure. Ooh, boom. But let's face it, if PUBG can have a colorblind assist mode, then I am absolutely sure that Elite Dangerous can have a colorblind assist mode. It's stupidly annoying that it doesn't, and it bugs me no end. Here we go. Escape the station guns. You'll immediately see, as soon as it starts shooting, it takes out your shield generator, and then it's into your hull, and that's just purely then how much hull you've got. Drop a heatsink, drop some chaff, try and run, and eventually you get out of range or you die. Also a good tip if you're someone who ganks people by stations, unshielded ships with high thermal resist hull is actually advantageous. My Diamondback Scout stealth ship is good at ganking people in and around stations. I recently released a video where I'm attacking Blop around a station, and you can see in one of the clips ATR attacks me, and because I've got a really strong thermal resist hull and no shield generator, they're a lot less scary because wow, you've got shield generator destroying guns, you hit me and it does nothing because I had no shield generator to start with. And like I say, the high thermal resist, the sort of 70% plus, you can hang around outside the station for quite a while before you have to leg it, because the station does not do that much damage. Obviously though, be careful because you're still outside a station, you'll get shot at by all the police in the station. It's not the best place to be. I'm just saying, with a really high thermal resist hull, you can just last there a bit longer than normal. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. One other tip: move your carrier to a nearby system, because the police just shoot at you while you're on your carrier. Anyway, that's all.